Joining me on GCS Today is Jenny Stultz. She is the Executive Director of the Gaston County Education Foundation, and people watching, they will recognize you as a former mayor of Gastonia.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for remembering that.
That's a title that you will always have.
Well, it's one that I'll always be proud of.
Okay, we are talking about the Gaston County Education Foundation. What is the foundation?
The foundation is an organization, a freestanding nonprofit, 501c3, that was established in 1992 by some really involved community citizens who said there are needs in the Gaston County schools that aren't met by the normal budget. Let's raise money so that we can provide funds for innovative things in the school system. So that's how it was established.
So it began in 1992. And that means, with it 2017, that means the foundation is celebrating a milestone 25th anniversary this year.
Good math, yes, and we're very proud of that. I've been with the foundation for 19 years. In fact, I'm the only official employee they had. So it's been remarkable to see that we have a 25-year history. It's great.
So over the 25 years, there's been a lot of excitement with the Education Foundation and what the foundation has been able to do for our schools. Talk with us a little bit about some of the programs and the projects that you've been involved with through the foundation.
When I became the employee of the foundation, I think before that it had been passed around to different administrative staff within the school system. And I was hired in 1998. At that point in time, we were working on grants, giving grants to classroom teachers. And as I look back at the history, I think the first grant that was offered to a teacher was for $150. So I think that's where we got started. At this point in time, we give $50,000 a year in classroom grants to teachers. So we've come a long way in that respect.
And you're talking about the Ron L. Inslee grant program.
Exactly.
It funds innovative classroom projects and activities, and it helps our teachers a lot. So it's interesting that you mentioned that the first grant was $150. Teachers now can earn grants up to several $1,000s.
Yes, they can. An individual teacher can apply for up to $750 for his or her classroom. And then a group of teachers that we call a professional learning community, or grade level teachers, can apply for up to $2,000. So they can do a group grant. And we've seen some magnificent things come from those grants.
And so that grant program provides $50,000. That's money that goes right into our schools and into those classrooms to help the teachers and to enrich the learning opportunities for students. One event that is supportive of that is the Are You Smarter Than a Gaston County Fifth Grader program. It's a fundraiser, but it's an exciting program as well.
Well, it was a transitional phase. It was interesting in the fact that it was around 2011, Angela Dole with Alan Tate was the chairman of our board. And she and I both discussed the fact that the Gaston County Education Foundation was doing some great things, but not a whole lot of people in the community knew about us. So we wanted to have a friend-raiser as well as a fundraiser. And so we brainstormed and thought, what could we do to bring a lot of people together and have some fun and raise some money? And so we sort of thought it was going to be one big flash and that was going to be over, but it started an overwhelming exciting event that we have just held our 7th event. And we have 5th graders that are partnered up with corporations, and our corporations pay $1,000 to participate and dress up in crazy costumes and be coached by 5th graders. And we in turn this year made around $32,000 that will go directly to our grants.
It's a great program. Of course, it's based on the TV game show, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Well, with a little twist.
With some twist and a lot more excitement.
That's true.
And I love how you describe that. It is a fundraiser, but also a friend raiser. It's a great program.
Any good nonprofit will spend time raising friends too. And I think it's really important when parents and grandparents and raving fans come to see a 5th grader, participate. So I think we're completing both tasks when we do that.
Now, the 25th anniversary, that is going on this year.
Yes.
There is a lot of excitement surrounded that. Another milestone that has taken place this year is you are retiring as the executive director of the foundation. As you look back on your time, what will it What does it mean to you to have been involved with the foundation and to have a direct influence on the success of our schools?
Well, I've always been extremely involved in schools through my daughter's activities and chairman of PTA and those types of things, and I'm a product of Gaston County Schools. But having this opportunity, I was hired as the very first employee. The foundation had been handled within the administrative system of Gaston County Schools, and then they decided to hire someone in 1998, and I was the lucky person. And so seeing that happen in 1998 and knowing the directive of the board where they said, we want to raise more money, we want to get more involvement, we want to be more involved in the schools, we want to have more visibility in the community. You know, I've had a very strong board of directors throughout the time that I've been involved. And seeing that excites me because I've had so many people that have believed in this foundation and so many teachers that have been touched by the grants that they've received. So we have a rallying cry of groups of people who really believe in what we're doing. I was looking through the records this week of our whole history, and I pulled out the file for the very first organizational meeting. And I looked at the board of directors at that time. Bill Keith, who is now deceased, was the chairman. Mildred Sadler was the vice chair. And so as I looked through the folks that had started this organization, it made me specifically proud that there have consistently been people who believed in this. So that's been one proud thing that I've seen throughout my tenure. Being able to name the grants for Ron Inslee was a great thing. In fact, he was so involved in our board and was chairman for so long and raised so much money by just going out with Dr. Sadler, and they went door to door and knocked on doors and met with corporate executives to raise the corpus that's in our community fund now. That's exciting. The fact that funds from the Education Foundation were filtered from private contributions and corporate contributions to build the Highland School of Technology is an exciting thing. In fact, I can remember specifically one day going to the mailbox here at Gaston County Schools, opening an envelope, and it was a check for $1 million. And I held that check and I thought, oh my gosh. And it was for Highland School of Technology. It was from the Department of Public Instruction. And so I ran to the bank. My chairman was in China. My vice chairman was in India. And so I went to the bank and I said, put it in here. Do something with it. So those are the kinds of exciting things that have happened through the foundation that I've been able to participate in. And then as I look to retire, this is our 25th year. We're still true to our mission. We're still doing the good things that we started out doing, but we're doing it at a higher level. Our grants are $50,000 a year now versus the $150 first check that we wrote. And we've gone through a succession plan where our board hired Amy Spencer, who is a wonderful, energetic person who has a great sphere of influence in the community. And they have allowed her to work along with me side by side for the entire year. So we had a perfect succession plan so that when I walk away, she will have operated for the entire year. And then I guess the most exciting thing, and I guess it's a wonderful way to walk away, is that as of this year and as of June, when we distribute our grants, we will have awarded $1 million in grants and scholarships and contributions back to the community. So there couldn't be a better way to walk away.
Well, we want to thank you for everything that you've done for the Education Foundation and for always being a champion for our schools and for our community. And we wish you well in retirement. We hope that you're not going off to a tropical island. We hope you'll still be here and still be involved and still be a part of our community.
Oh, I'll still be a volunteer. In fact, I told Amy, we were sitting at the desk the other day talking about Are You Smarter? And then about all the grants. And she said, what am I going to do? And I said, you call me, I'll be your volunteer. And somebody said, well, what are you going to do when you retire? And I said, well, I think I've decided that I'm going to quit working for pay so that I can do a lot more things for free. So it's just one of those quirks that I have, but I'm looking forward to it.
Jenny Stoltz, the Executive Director of the Gaston County Education Foundation, congratulations on your retirement. Thank you for all that you've done for us, and we appreciate you being with us today here on GCS Today.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you, Todd.